Give us some life hacks, or at least what you've learned, what has helped you stay grounded and not go frantic and crazy and like, oh my God, things are life is over.
Yeah.
What has kept you grounded?
First of all, accept that this is a major life change. People start, this thing for say, I'm in Kosa. So you're really denying the fact that this is something heavy that's happened to you.
Yeah.
So actually sit in that feeling and say, yo, this is kind of messed up. And another thing that I did is, I've been in therapy, which has really helped.
You
and
actually
also,
went for therapy?
Yeah.
Not that it's a bad thing.
Yeah, I did.
You know how there's that thing about therapy, nani vitio wazungu, but
yeah,
that
therapy
helps.
is so important. I wish more Kenyans did therapy, because I believe that we're a very angry nation. Talk to someone.
Well, granted to my former employer what they have been doing, and actually last week there was another layoff, not as big as what happened in November, but I know of a colleague who lost the job, and there are others in the other departments that have lost their job last week.
Right.
This happened. And they are arranging and having people talk to a therapist, if we could call them that.
Really
was this arranged
important.
by your former employer, or you actually went out and...
Actually, there was the option, should you want it, like to take that from the employer. But because, since I lost my dad in 2020, I have been in therapy.
Okay.
So it's something that has really helped.
Yes.
So therapy is really important. Also, be really honest with the people around you. Because this is something that my dad used to tell me all the time. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. So if you're just being there quiet kwa nyumba yako, and you might need a connection, or you need a meeting with someone, or you need your name to be said in the right rooms, but you're not talking to anybody and saying, yo, this has happened and I'm trying to find work. So be really open about what's happening to you.
Right.
Because even as a result of what I've been doing online, I have gotten opportunities. Like you called me, for instance. If you hadn't said anything, would you have called? You'd have just assumed me I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the name of talk to people, ongea na watu, there are those who are genuinely concerned, there are those who just want moshene. Like, you can tell even the way someone has read. Yeah.
It's really obvious, especially if someone that has not talked to you for a year, then they hear this and it's like, hey, Nyaje Mark, bana pole sana, so what happened? And you're like, bro, I've not heard from you since 2021. What are we doing?
And one of the first things, and how do you react to this? That's another answer to the life hacks. What are you going to do? Have you gotten that question? And what do you tell people?
It also depends on who I'm talking to. Because there are people who you can tell niudaku, do you know what I mean? And then by then you're like, don't worry, I'm fine. I'm fine. But then the other people and I like the people who ask the question of, what do you need from me?
Right.
Those are the people to keep around. What are you going to do? What are you thinking of doing? And what do you need from me?
And you've had those?
Several.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in terms of dependents, there's those people who have many dependents.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? Watu wanajua uko Nairobi unapata pesa,
you're paying black tax.
Yeah, I don't know if you have had to deal with people who you have been helping and that you've had to tell realistically, hey, I'm going to have to take care of it.
That's a tough conversation, but you just have to be honest and say, but I'm in a job.
Yeah.
So for now, I can't be there for you the way I have been. But luckily for me, I'm not paying that much black tax.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the meantime, because it's been 2 months, have you been brushing up on your profile,
for sure.
reworking it? What are you targeting as you do that? What have you been doing? So
my previous employer actually hooked us up with these company that help you sort out your CV, and then they put your CV in one of these job search places.
Nice.
And so they actually have really been helpful in that sense. And also reaching out, one thing that I'm really glad I did earlier in my career was have a mentor. So reaching out to your mentor and be like, okay, this is what my resume looks like now. Then they're like, okay, you need to change this, you need to take this out, you need to leave this back in. And also, again, be really shameless about asking for things. A closed mouth does not get fed.
Right.
It's just that simple. Be shameless. You see, what's that saying? You miss 100% of the shots you didn't take. So ask.
Yeah.
The worst that someone can tell you is no.
Yeah.
But if you don't say anything, it's always a no.
Yeah.
Someone might shock you and say, yeah, actually, I'm looking for somebody, come see me on Monday.